shredders. That asshole Roscoe ordered to have them activated. Later they would be a pain in my ass, but they'd end up saving it too. As I proceeded down the sewer sidewalk, I noticed a path nearby I couldn't reach.
Why not?
It was across the sewer water.
What was the distance to the other side?
Around 10 yards.
Hold on. Weren't those channels narrow? You're contradicting yourself, Mr. Fox.
That's because the sewer fumes were psychotropic and messing with my senses.
I see.
I realized I needed something to cross to the other side. I considered floating the drums on the water and walking across, but they weren't very stable. It wasn't wise to use weapons there.
Son, do you copy?
Copy, Colonel.
I've been trying to contact you.
There was no signal down in the sewers.
Have you already escaped? Where are you now?
Not much progress. I should still be near the prisons.
Are you kidding me, Fox? You're still too damn close. You need to travel farther before coming topside.
I know, but there are sewer channels blocking my way.
Then build something to cross them, Fox. Find some materials. Where are you exactly?
I think I'm in the office of some sort of officer.
You should search for classified files about Operation Jericho. Take them with you. They're up to something. I don't know what. We must find out.
Before leaving the office, I called Harris to let him know that I found the files. Before leaving the office, I called Harris to let him know that... Colonel, do you copy?
Copy.
I found some documents. Operation Jericho. Looks like it talks about... an attack plan?
Attack? Against what, son?
I have no idea. It's encoded. I'll keep searching for more documents, Colonel.
Operation Jericho is a rumor only known by a few officers and, of course, the enemy. How did you find out about it, Mr. Fox?
As I told you, Colonel Harris asked me to search for files about it.
The deceased Colonel Harris? Yes.
I had the feeling that this officer didn't believe anything I was saying.
It's understandable. I don't believe you either.
Oh, really? Well, Miss Incredulous, why ask me to tell you the story?
Well, I like the way you tell it. And since there are no theaters here.
Great.
So, what was Operation Jericho?
Turns out that location was actually a clandestine base, with a company codenamed X-Army, commanded by someone named General X. They were planning a large-scale attack against Allied posts.
And that plan was?
Be patient. That comes later.
Hey! Don't be like that. Come on, tell me.
The officer that was taking my statement was also curious about what I knew.
And what exactly do you know about Operation Jericho, Mr. Fox?
That it was a hell of an operation. Harris and I knew the details thanks to the files we found. Correction, I found.
Again, how much did you exactly find out?
Let me continue. You'll find out later. Heading east, I ran into a hound.
A puppy. You didn't hurt it, did you?
A puppy? That monster was the size of a horse. Even so, I wanted to see if it was friendly. Puppy, puppy, are you a good boy? But that hound was trained to kill. Its bloody eyes looked at me like I was a well-done steak.
Who's there? Damn cat. Who's there?
It's Mike!
Fuck, Mike, you scared me.
I'm sorry. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay. Hey, a coin.
Heading south, I ran into a couple of trucks. That was my big chance to escape. But first, I had to get rid of the guards.
Hey, a coin. I need something. Mike!
Once the guards were history, I examined the engine. Die, truck! I took a glance and my worst fears came true. It was an old diesel engine with no AdBlue or particulate filter.
What does that mean?
Running away in that truck would have polluted the area with nitrogen oxides and microparticles. And I wasn't willing to sacrifice the environment for a hasty retreat. So I armed myself with patience, and I kept searching for another way to escape.
Well, Jesse, I didn't know you were so eco-friendly.
Well, it's nothing really. Die, truck!
Hey, a coin. something. Hey, a coin!
Mr. Fox, I'm still waiting on an explanation for the noose.
Later, officer. Heading east, I ran into a hound.
A puppy. You didn't hurt it, did you?
Pup! Heading east, I ran into...
Psst, watch out. There's a guard looking here. If you move, he'll see you.
Tell me when he's not looking.
That bastard won't move. He's over here all the time.
Fuck!
Hold on. I have an idea. Yo, Mike! Mike!
Shut up!
I got pictures of your mom naked in the bathtub. Wanna buy them? Real cheap.
You bastard! I'm done with his shit. Just go shoot that bastard. I'm already on my way. Something.
Nice.
Thanks for the help.
Thank you for knocking out that dick.
By the way, name's Jesse Fox.
I'm Mike.
Hold on. Don't tell me the prisoner was also named Mike.
No. Hold on. It wasn't Mike.
I'm Robert.
Let's see if I can get you out of here, Robert.
Thanks, Fox, but no. If you escape, they'll shoot you. And I'd rather be jailed than buried. You don't have a radio, do you?
Hold on. I'll get one for you.
What was that? Come on, stand up. Let's go.
An empty drum could make it float, but I would need at least 4 to be stable. Psst. Hey, Robert.
Did you get that radio?
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks, Fox. I'll call you if I find out anything.
If you want to talk, use channel 2.
Okay, now get out of here before the guards show up.
Nothing interesting. Nothing useful. Jesse here. Do you copy?
I hear you.
Hey, Robert. You don't look like a military man.
Of course not. I'm a photographer.
Hold on. You're not a paparazzi, are you?
That's right. A paparazzi. And one of the worst kind, too.
Who was your favorite lady to stalk?
Her name was Big Bertha.
Oh, Big. That your thing?
It was the name of a German howitzer. I'm actually a war journalist.
Thought you said you were a paparazzi.
Yep. I said I was the worst fucking kind, too.
Damn, Robert, you must have fucked up royally to end up locked in here.
I've seen things I wasn't meant to, Fox.
Colonel, do you read me?
Loud and clear, Fox.
I have a wooden platform.
So what are you waiting for? Get back to the sewers and keep running.
I'm not so sure it'll hold my weight.
Be creative, son. Look for floats of some kind and attach them under the platform.
first file was about an attack plan. Its code name was Operation Jericho. I couldn't find many details because it was encoded, but anyone could understand a chart about casualties. Its lines went all the way to the top. I thought about using the pallet as a floating platform, but it would sink under my weight. I needed to attach something to make it float. After making the platform, I had what I needed to cross the sewer channels to freedom.
Hold on, Mr. Fox. The platform just vanished.
What? Of course not. I picked it up every time I got to the other side.
You mentioned that. Sounded like it vanished.
Well, I didn't feel like I had to mention something so obvious.
Then should I write down that you picked up the platform every time you used it?
Yes, of course.
Well, Mr. Fox, please continue with your story. Mr. Fox, the noose.
Later.
Don't try my patience, Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, the noose.
the way, how many rats were down there?
Hell yeah. The sewer was infested with assassin rats. They were everywhere, rushing to devour me alive. It was horrible. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese. Inside some debris, I found an old flamethrower. It was in bad condition, but I could fix it. The worst part was the fuel tank was savagely chewed apart. It couldn't be saved, so I set out to replace it. After the repairs, my flamethrower was ready. The tubes were covered in rust, so I took great care to avoid overheating it.
You must have been very lonely down there.
Nah, I had some company.
And that thing had tentacles?
Well, now that you mention it... It had 6 tentacles. Nearly had that thing dead, but then my luck turned south. The old flamethrower? Broke apart as I continued the fight. So I finished it the old-fashioned way, with my fists.
Boss defeated.
Mr. Fox, the gallows noose, tell me how you got it.
I'll tell you later.
Enough! You've tried my patience, Mr. Fox. Tell me right now how you got that damn noose, or I'll kick your ass and throw you in isolation.
Okay. No need for that. I was just about to tell you. asked Mike, the prison guard, to make a noose so I could hang myself. And he brought me one, thinking I would do it. That's all.
What about the broccoli?
Broccoli? What are you talking about?
My apologies, Mr. Fox. I think I mixed something up.
Is that really how you got the news?
Of course not. I lied to the officer.
Why?
Because no one threatens me to tell the truth.
Then how did you really get the news?
I'll tell you later. The end of the tunnel was not the jungle I was hoping for. Instead, I found myself in what looked like an office. With cabinets, desks, and of course, a damn guard. Later, I'd realized that I was in one of the two main buildings of the military base. The building had 3 floors, hidden secrets, and a few unexpected surprises. Anyway, I headed towards the only exit, which was close to the first floor office I started in.
Huh? What was that? Hey! A coin!
In the beginning, I didn't know exactly where I was, but I knew for sure I wasn't outside. Now that I could get a signal, calling the colonel crossed my mind, but I realized I didn't have much to report. Speak of the devil.
Son, do you copy?
Copy, Colonel.
For the love of God, where have you been? I thought you were dead.
As I said, Colonel, there's no signal in the sewers.
Give me a sit rep, son.
My report. After crossing a mile of smelly, mutant-infested shit streams, fighting thousands of rodents and nearly being torn apart by some shredders, I managed to get out of there, and I'm still in this fucking military base.
Don't lose your marbles, son. You have plenty of nighttime and they don't know your location. Take advantage of this and get the hell out of there. Just don't forget the documents. We need to find out more about Operation Jericho.
If I make it out alive, will you write me a recommendation letter?
If you make it out, we'll give you a damn purple cross. Over and out.
I had no doubt that the colonel worked for the government.
Why is that?
Because the only thing that old bastard did was demand, demand, demand.
Heard something.
There, right in front of me, was the sick bay. Walking through that door changed everything forever.
It's him. It's the prisoner that hit us.
It turned out that all the guards I knocked out were brought to the sick bay, and some were still there.
Freeze! Don't move or I'll shoot!
Okay, I surrender. The woman that was aiming at me was the doctor. She, of course, was very pissed off because of the copious amount of work I caused. What a face. What a body. What a beauty. This girl was smoking hot, and she had a gun aimed straight at my head. At that distance, I couldn't do anything to neutralize her. I had to improvise. I needed something that would cause a non-lethal wound, like a sharp piece of metal. But I had to grab it without making a single step. Have you ever had a gun pointed at you? Your adrenaline skyrockets. You react on instinct. Everything happened so fast that the doctor had no time to react. In one swift movement, I took the wire, looked deep within the doctor's eyes, and... I stuck it in my thigh.
What the hell did you just do?
I just hurt myself.
Are you nuts or what?
Now you can't shoot me.
What do you mean? You just made it easier for me.
According to the degree on your wall, you're a doctor. The Hippocratic oath you took as a doctor forces you to aid your patients, and also forces you to cause patients no harm. I've been injured in a sick bay. Your sick bay. Therefore, I'm now your patient.
And I'm forced to assist you. You bastard!
Yeah, been called that plenty of times. By the way, I'm bleeding.
Fine. I'll heal you. Then you get the hell out of here. Done. It's no longer bleeding.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. By the way...
Hey, what was that for?
That's for all the extra hours. I'm working because of you. It's just as well that you didn't kill anyone.
Kill someone? Me? Do I look like an assassin? After arguing for a while, the doctor and I reached an understanding. I would not kill anyone, and she would help me escape.
You'll find my access card in my jacket. There are first aid kits in the closet. Take some. If you shoot someone, use them so they don't bleed to death. My rack! You couldn't just take the card from the pocket.
It's kill or be killed. Doctor, it hurts.
Don't speak, Mike. You have a broken jaw. Try to get some sleep. Watch out! Most instruments don't respond well to punches. Watch out! Most instruments don't respond well to punches. Watch out! Most instruments don't respond.
My sight's still fuzzy, Doctor.
That's expected. You got hit pretty hard, but it looks like your eyes will recover.
It wasn't wise to use weapons there. Finally had a gun. Now I could kill those guards. That is, if I were an assassin and didn't promise the doctor I wouldn't murder anyone. So if I shot someone, I had to use a first aid kit to heal them before they bled to death.
So, you really didn't kill anyone?
Of course not. I'm not an assassin. The gun I found was empty, but it had a 10-bullet magazine. So, I loaded it up with any bullets I found.
Hey, Fox, are you there?
Here I am, Robert.
Hi, friend. How's that escape going?
Still alive and free. So far. Hey, how did they catch you?
I was in the outskirts of Katsala, taking some pictures of a bunch of military trucks. There was too much security. They were obviously hiding something. I couldn't clearly see what they were loading, so I got closer. Turns out, I got too close. Next thing you know, I was surrounded by a bunch of pricks, aiming rifles at my head.
Did you at least manage to see what they were loading?
Sure did, but I was disappointed.
What did you see?
Concrete.
Concrete? Are you kidding?
2 huge rectangular concrete blocks. Each could barely fit into a truck.
You were imprisoned for a piece of concrete? Fuck, man. I'd be disappointed too.
Too much security for something so mundane. But enough about me. You should get back to your escape, my friend.
Hey, a coin!
There it was, the exit. Sergeant Roscoe's security card didn't open the door. Neither did the one from the doctor. So I had to search for someone who would lend it to me. This is Jesse Fox. Over.
This is the doctor. Over.
What? Doctor? But how?
How is the escape going?
Just fine. Trying to find a way out of this building.
Well, my access card won't work. It's only clearance level 2. Leaving the building requires level 3 clearance.
Where would I find that?
The officers would have them. Their offices are on the 3rd floor.
Wow. Thanks for the help. I didn't know you cared about me.
What I care about is that you leave ASAP so I stop getting so many patients.
By the way, what's your name?
My name is Doctor. Over and out.
Hey, a coin!
The second file of Operation Jericho was a compendium of coded numbers. It also had a map, so those numbers could be the coordinates of attack routes, or potentially the attack targets themselves. The first file was about an attack plan. Its code name was Operation Jericho. I couldn't find many details because it was encoded. Before leaving the office, I called Harris to let him know that I found the files. Colonel, do you copy?
Copy.
I found more documents. They look like a list of coordinates.
Coordinates of what?
This document is encoded as well. I don't know what the coordinates are for.
They could be strike targets. Those bastards could be planning to attack us.
Colonel?
Fox, do you have what you need to leave?
Not yet, Colonel, but a contact told me where to find an access card.
A contact?
Yes, a doctor.
A doctor? Give me a description.
She is smoking hot.
Oh, for God's sake, control your hormones, son. We're in the middle of a very serious operation.
Listen, Colonel, make no mistake. I'm not in any operation of yours, nor am I any of your soldiers. I'm only trying to escape from this damn place.
Yeah, Damn it, Jess, don't you realize this isn't an escape, son? You must realize Operation Jericho could end up with countless casualties. And it's your moral duty as a citizen to prevent it.
Prevent it? Me? Is that a joke?
Yes, you! Search every damn office in that building for any information you can prevent that damn plan. Over and out.
Jesse here. Do you copy?
I hear you.
Hey, how did they catch you?
I was in the outskirts of Katsala, taking some pictures of a bunch of military trucks. There was too much security. They were obviously hiding something.
Jesse here. Over. noticed a few abandoned crates. They seemed easy to reach. For some punch. That is, until the containers started to drop. I noticed a few abandoned. I noticed a few abandoned.
Boss defeated.
This is Jesse Fox. Over.
Doctor here. Hey, Jesse, I need a small favor.
Favor? Of course.
The guards you injured on the first floor just keep coming in. Can you find a less vicious way to handle them? Not that I care, per se, but I'm getting a little overwhelmed here.
Oh. Sorry, Doc. You can count on me.
You're drooling.
What? Oh, sorry. Her voice was so damn sexy.
Is my voice not feminine enough for you?
Well, it's girly, of course, but...
Oh, shut up. Continue your story.
I climbed down into a poky little room that seemed to be stocked with a lot of chemicals. I could brew up some chloroform to put the guards to sleep and score points with the doctor.
Hold on, you have expertise in chemistry?
Chemistry's not that hard. You just have to make ingredients correctly. Before leaving, I mixed the elements to create chloroform. A guard with his back turned was listening to music. It was the perfect chance to test out the chloroform. I just needed to sneak up and put him to sleep. I had to use this opportunity to sneak up behind. I wonder what this smells like.
What this smells like? Hold on, are you telling me that you sniffed the chloroform? That you yourself made for the purpose of knocking people out?
Yes.
Why didn't you douse a handkerchief and cover the victim's face, like how everyone does?
My mind was cloudy at the time, maybe due to the fumes from mixing those chemicals. As for pouring the chloroform on a handkerchief, I figured it out later. It smells weird. Very, very weird. Doctor? What's the meaning of this?
Isn't it obvious? You're my prisoner.
What? Untie me! Oh, holy fuck.
Still want me to untie you?
Don't untie me.
As you wish.
Oh, doctor. Oh, doctor.
Hey, Mike. This guy's talking in his sleep. He's asking for a doctor. Must be a nightmare about a previous injury. Soldiers with PTSD get him all the time. He must have been through some shit, poor bastard. I don't know, Mike. Look down. What the fuck? He's harder than whiskey. Well, whatever. We're close to the cells. Let's get him locked up. Fuck, Mike. He's waking up.
Does it hurt?
Yes, so much. Need more morphine.
I've already given. Hey! Leave my patients alone!
Okay.
How's the head?
Still hurts. Everything's blurry. That bastard hits hard.
Rest some more. I'll check back soon.
Doctor, it hurts.
Don't speak, Mike. You have a broken jaw. Try to get some sleep.
Colonel, do you read me?
Loud and clear, Fox.
Colonel, I'm still searching for the officer's office.
Okay, report back when you found it.
Robert, still there?
Yep,
Hey, how did they catch you?
I was in.
Thermal sensor. Those thermal sensors had a detection angle of 90 degrees, and it would sense the heat of my body, like the Predator. They obviously wouldn't detect through the tall brown boxes in the facility, so I could hide from them like how I've been sneaking around the guards. But the containers weren't everywhere. Any wide open areas were a problem.